Hello Taurus, and welcome to Brush With Magick Tarot. My name is Jessica and I will be doing a general reading today for the sign of Taurus. Now this is a general reading, so if this message doesn't resonate, just leave it behind for somebody else. These messages are timeless, so when they find you, they're meant to be heard. Alright, so before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick oracle card shuffle here just to kind of get an idea of the overall theme for your reading today and really just tap into what kind of where you're currently sitting or maybe where we need to focus, and then we'll go into your general energy and see what's incoming and advice that you need. Alright, so we've got care about the way you feel, practice the art of allowing, and guide yourself in a more unconditional way. Beautiful message, Taurus. Care about the way you feel and practice the art of allowing. That's a hard thing for many people to do, actually. Just allowing things to happen rather than forcing it to happen, right? Because we want to take control. We want to just jump right on in. We want to handle everything here. Okay, so we already have some cards falling out here, so I'm going to go ahead and give these a shuffle, and we're going to look at your incoming energy. I felt inspired today, specifically with you guys, Taurus, to grab this deck. I believe it's the Darkwood, yes, Darkwood Tarot. It's a very beautiful fantasy kind of deck, so I feel like a lot of you guys will appreciate this. All right, so if any more want to fall out. Oh goodness. Okay. All right, here we go. There we go. Okay, so we have Temperance that fell out here. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hierophant. The Four of Pentacles. And the Strength card. I love these illustrations. They're just so beautiful. Okay, so each of these cards, so when it comes to tarot specifically, okay, each of the cards kind of can symbolize how we are feeling things. So usually, like if you get a wand or a pentacle or a cup or a sword, that's kind of just like everyday kind of energy that's kind of flowing in and out, and is subject to change pretty rapidly. It's not going to stick around for very long. But our major arcana cards, they kind of stick around for a little bit longer, and you can really feel that energy that's there. It can even be applied to like long-term goals that you're working on. And you have three. The reason I'm bringing this up, you have three that fell out of here, which is Temperance, the Hierophant, and Strength. So it seems that you have been waiting patiently for something. Something has been wanting to come in and you've been waiting patiently. You've been trying to stay really balanced, which is, I don't want to say it's difficult for Tauruses to do that, but that's definitely a feat. And I feel like Tauruses, you guys are naturally, you can be patient. It's not that you can't be patient, but it definitely is this place of you will struggle in the sense of when to let go of that patience, right? Like you have patience. You have lots of patience. But when people push you past your breaking point, then that patience, you're like, I'm done with patience. Now you get the horns, right? You're the bull, right? So you definitely have been trying very hard to sit in this place of patience and understanding. And even if it's with the people around you or even just with yourself, which is interesting because we did have practice the art of allowing. So you definitely are being patient for something. And whatever it is that you're being patient for, it's coming in quickly, whatever you've been waiting for. So you're probably either already seeing this or you're about to see this. And what is coming quickly to you is our little Hierophant here, which is all about tradition and spirituality. So this could relate to your actual spirituality, or it can also relate in the sense of having people guide you through things. So this could even represent maybe getting a mentor at work, or feeling inspired to dive into your spirituality, or maybe even diving in inwardly and doing some self-work, maybe some shadow work. It can also symbolize school, or something like maybe this Temperance is you were patiently waiting for your acceptance letter for some sort of university, or maybe you're just waiting for school to start and school has finally started and it's here, and it's something that's a big shift or a move. Maybe some of you guys have people around you that are moving on to university or college or something, or it could even be you yourself who's progressing, or it could even be like maybe you have your kids are starting school or something along those lines. So it's been a long time coming. It's finally here, and it's like whatever is coming in, and this is just this energy of abundance, because we do have whatever you've been waiting for is coming in. Whatever form that's coming in is allowing this beautiful abundance to come in. And it can, because we do have coins, it absolutely can represent like actual money and wealth for sure, but it also can symbolize other things like other relationships that will allow you to progress where you're at. Having abundance, like with like what you define as abundance. Like some people will see wealth as abundance, like actual money, as like this is abundant for me. Other people might see it as community, or the feeling of having their family surrounding them. But so whatever you see as abundant is absolutely coming in. But it feels like there's been a lack, or it's been like very stressful lately, that you're finally getting to this point where things are kind of settling and you're nervous about losing that abundance, or you're a little nervous about maybe it's stopping all of a sudden. Like it's like, it feels like you're finally getting this traction, whatever this is. You're getting traction. You are dealing with things that are very traditional. So this can be, just like, the structure of your job, something specifically with spirituality. Maybe there's a wedding or a marriage. Like maybe you've been patiently waiting for an engagement, and now you're like moving into planning, and you like have a budget put together, and it's you have it, but it also kind of makes you nervous going through it. But whatever it is, whatever structure you're entering into, it's bringing about this feeling of abundance and feeling settled, and you're getting traction in that. So when we start to get traction in that, it makes us a little nervous sometimes, because we are nervous we might lose it again, or something will shift and change again. And I feel like there's like this feeling of not wanting change to happen. Like you've been waiting for so long, so patiently, you've been waiting, and you've been working hard at what you're doing, that it's like, okay, it's finally coming in. But whatever it is that's coming into you, job opportunities, relationships, schooling, things with our kids, this kind of stuff, the stuff that's coming in that's making you feel that you are receiving abundance, it's meant to be, and it's okay. You have the strength card, okay? And this is the card that, yes, you'll have the strength to get through things. It's going to be a busy school year. It's going to be busy at work. It's going to, there's a lot of things as we're getting closer to the end of the year. Things tend to get kind of busy as the closer we get to the end of the year, the busier I feel like it gets. It's going to get, it's going to get like that crazy hectic feeling, but it's not a hectic in a way where you're going to be losing things, because the strength is also not just about being able to handle what's thrown at you, but also about new opportunities and having the courage and strength to go after those new opportunities. Because this could even just be like you maybe starting a new business, right? And you have everything kind of in order, and you've done things the traditional way, and now you're starting to feel inspired to leap in different at different opportunities that wouldn't necessarily, like, normal people wouldn't take. And that's okay, because you have the strength, you have the opportunity, and it's all here. So you're currently just sitting in this really good energy of like you're gaining momentum, you're having traction, and whatever you're setting your sights onto, you're going to have the strength and the opportunity to take those on. And it's there because you want it. Like I just feel like this really big desire, and it's like it's not just about establishing wealth, it's also about establishing like some strength within yourself to know what you want and to not be afraid to go after what you know you want, which I feel like you've maybe have put on the back burner for a little bit, and now you're ready to kind of dive in and be a little bit more ambitious. But you do have like, that Four of Pentacles here, where it kind of just makes you hesitate, But it seems that you've been practicing this form of temperance, or you've been trying to get to this place. And temperance isn't just about having patience, but also having balance, like not being extreme on either end, right? And the Hierophant, yes, it is a card about tradition, you know, where we have this feeling of traditional structures that help move us along, like a lot of examples, like religious churches, we have school settings, we have corporate America, kind of like these structures that have been built a very specific way, and we kind of just tend to follow that. So it feels like, and this doesn't mean you can't be ambitious. That's not what this is. Like, this isn't about not being ambitious by any means. This is more so about this this feeling of having mentors and guides to kind of help you along the way as you go, so you kind of have a better understanding of where you need to go, and you kind of have you know, kind of some safety nets around you, right? But at the same time, you also have the opportunities there. You just need to use your gut, right? You need to use these as tools, right? Where we have patience, we have balance, we're looking at structures, we're understanding structures, so that way when these other opportunities come up, you know which ones to hang on to, you know which ones to know. And so you definitely have this feeling of intuition and knowing what is going to work best for you, which is, you know, sounds right on par. And with our Eight of Wands here, whatever you're dealing with right now, it feels like it's going to be coming in quickly, almost like get ready and hang on, because what you're shooting for is going to absolutely gain momentum. So let's see what is in your incoming, which your current energy is very much in this place of, oh, okay. Sorry, card's already falling out. You're very much in this place of, like, you've been preparing, there's preparation, you're methodical, you've thought this all out, you have planned it out because you want that abundance. You absolutely do. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So we had 4 cards fall out. We have our Knight of Pentacles. We have our, right? Read that right? Yes, Knight of Pentacles. We have our Queen of Cups. I'm going to focus. There we go. We have our 9 of Wands. A shot there. And then we have Chariot. So, as far as advice goes, we have 2 of these that are in reverse, and we have another major arcana. So here's the Chariot. That's our major arcana. So whenever a card comes out in reverse, to me, this is a symbol of something that we're dealing with internally, and like things that we need to kind of manage within ourselves to help us better with our experiences outwardly. Okay. So with our Knight of Pentacles here, now this knight is a dependable knight. He is this knight that, he's not so much about going out and like saving the princesses. He is the knight that is making sure that the kingdom is taken care of, more so than going out and adventuring. Okay, he's that reliable, dependable knight that's going to show up time and time again, make sure your crops are growing correctly, making sure that everyone has enough money and taken care of. Like, if Robin Hood was a knight, he's like this kind of knight where he's making sure everybody's good. Okay. And that is a great energy to have. Whatever it is that you're headed into, it's definitely going to be opening up doors and opportunities. And it definitely feels like that because we have the Strength card here, right? You're going to make connections with people, and you're going to be doing your beautiful Taurus thing of that socializing, that charm, all that things, right? So to have this Knight of Pentacles is kind of, I feel like it's just kind of almost a natural part of your personality, but it is in reverse. So to me, this is more so saying that it's not so much about making sure, like, you're very good at observing everyone else, right? And you're very loyal to everyone else, which is great, but also don't forget yourself. Right? Make sure that you're putting the systems in place, because the Knight of Pentacles is a consistent, right? He's consistent. He's showing up. He's there. And he's like, okay, well, this is the time when we need to plant our seeds. This is the time when we need to do the X, Y, Z. So make sure you have systems in place, because with this Eight of Wands energy that you are currently sitting in, you know, things are just going to kind of start taking off and things are coming in quickly. You want to have systems in place that are going to allow you to be successful, so that way you can continue to bring in and attract this abundance. All right. When we push ourselves too far to the edge, and then all of a sudden we're not motivated, you're getting to this point of burnout. And the way that I visualize burnout is, it's almost like, you have like your thermometer, and as you're depleting, you're getting closer and closer to burnout. And burnout isn't zero. Burnout is past zero. So you're actually in the negative. So in order to get yourself out of burnout, it's almost like you have to, yeah, sure, you get, like 2 positives and that moves you up to 0, but you're still at 0. So figure out what your systems are so that way you can avoid burnout, right? And know the things that are going to bring you abundance, right? Because, there is so much beauty in accomplishing our material goals and accomplishing those things and getting those nice things around us and to have all that. But also recognize what abundance you need internally as well. Because it's not just, because you can surround yourself with all the things all day, but if you're not taking care of yourself when you reach those goals, they're going to feel pretty empty. So just make sure that you're taking care of yourself inwardly. And with the Queen of Cups here, okay, we have the Queen of Cups right next to our Knight of Kings. And the Queen of Cups is this empathetic queen. She's the queen of empathy, of understanding, of showing up and being there. And this could be you, Taurus. This could be someone in your life. If there's somebody that you're thinking of when you're looking at this card, it's probably them. But the Queen of Cups, and queens in general, a very feminine energy. So it doesn't have to be a woman. It can be a man. Feminine and masculine energy exists inside of all of us. And so we have this strong, caring, emotionally available queen, right? So if anyone comes to mind, that very well could be someone in your life, or it could be you, right? But with it being water, I'm going to assume that you very much might have the traits of the Queen of Cups, but it is a water sign. So if there is someone that that's also a water sign, could be them as well. But she takes care of her kingdom. She makes sure everyone's taken care of in an emotional sense. It's not just about material things. So with these two together, right, go inward, find out what abundance you need and what emotional needs that need to be met for yourself, and look to the people that will provide that for you. And I'm not saying that like in a malicious way or anything, like you just need to like take from people or something like that, but recognize the people that show up for you, that give you that emotional feeling, because we also have the Nine of Wands here, and the Nine of Wands is, and also in reverse. So Nine of Wands is not necessarily bad card. Like, it's not bad. I know it looks kind of menacing because he's like, looks like he's behind bars. But Nine of Cups is, we're almost made it to our goal, but there's still work that needs to be done. There's still some heavy lifting, right? It's not like we're just free to do whatever. Like we're almost there. This is the last leg of the race. We need to push ourselves. And this is in reverse, right? So be careful with, as you're trying to accomplish your goals and you're trying to set yourself up for success, because we're going inward. You're trying to figure out what systems work for you. Recognize the people that support those systems. Recognize where you might need to adjust a system, because like sometimes we will try to acclimate to systems that are kind of already established. And like, for example, like let's say you want to do a system where you use like block timing, where you block out a certain amount of time and you're like, okay, from 1 to 2, that's my cleaning time, and whatever I get done, I get done. But it doesn't quite work. Like maybe an hour's too long. So maybe, okay, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes to get something done, and then I'm going to give myself a break, a 5-minute break, and then another 15 minutes. So adjusting systems that might already exist and making it your own so that it works, and seeing where that support system is apparent, right? Because you want to know who's going to support you through this. And then we have our our Nine of Wands here, where we're pushing ourselves through. So your incoming energy is very much this energy of you needing to have the strength and the ability to continuously show up consistently, and to find those people that are going to give you that emotional support, because you can't give from an empty cup. So you need to do that. Like, that's kind of what this is for yourself, and making sure that cup is full. And then who continuously fills that cup and doesn't deplete it every single time, because you need all the strength you can get, so that way you can push at this last leg of the race. Because whatever this incoming energy is, it's going to be this beautiful opportunity that's going to help you meet your goals wherever they are. And then with the Chariot here, this is this very strong energy of balance, right? A balance and being able to, you know when to give, know when to take, know when to say yes, when to say no, and being very much in a space where you're connected with your emotional well-being and your physical well-being, and knowing what you need, right? Because sometimes what do we need to fill up our cup? Well, sometimes that's going for a walk. You know, we need to take care of our physical bodies, right? That's maybe making sure that we're starting our day off with a good breakfast, right? Actually eating, right? I'm getting images of like, I can't eat, I need to focus on what I'm doing, kind of images in my head. Like, it's like very much the same, oh, I'll do that later, I'll do that later. And then by the time you look up, it's like 3 o'clock and you haven't eaten. And for you, Taurus, food is important. So don't skip out on that. Because this energy that's coming in is this nice, beautiful balance. And it feels like as you're preparing for it, you're going to have like all the pieces that are going to kind of come together. Not to say that there isn't work, because we have the Knight of Wands, and in reverse, there's going to be a lot of reflection going on here for you to understand, okay, what do I need to do to push to get me there, right? It's like you're prepping for a marathon, right? Like okay, well, what foods make me feel good when I run? What foods make me don't feel good when I run? You know, what things light me up, what things deplete me. Okay, well, I realize when I hang out with this person, I'm kind of like more depleted than I would like to be. Not to say that everybody's bad, because, you know, when you go out and socialize in general, you are going to feel more depleted when you come back in. It's just a very natural thing, especially as human beings. And I feel like ever since COVID, it's been a lot more people have been very sensitive to that because of the social norms and things that have kind of shifted. So just be aware of these things, because the incoming is a beautiful opportunity, right? Beautiful opportunity to put yourself in this place where, and you have the strength to do it. You already have it. It's here. That strength is here. And again, this is a major arcana, so it's going to be sticking around together. And paired with the Chariot, you're going to have this beautiful ability to really figure out who you are in this setting. So who you are as an employee, maybe as a company owner, maybe you started your own business, like how you are as a business owner, how you are as, maybe some of you are starting teaching, maybe you're a teacher, or as, you know, somebody that now has a kid in school, or maybe high school's just starting, you know, in these systems, how you're going to operate. Sorry if you hear my dog, he's sleeping right now. He hangs out with me in my studio. So you have all these systems put in place, and this is what's going to give you that strength to push forward, because, I mean, the strength is here. These are the systems that are going to allow you to drive that Chariot, to have this balance. And in this card, the Chariot is represented as an eagle, right? So it is literally this wonderful incoming energy is going to give you your wings to fly. And it'll be exactly what you need in so many ways. But don't just put your head down and try to survive, right? Because that's where you get to the burnout. It's okay it's okay to have trial and error too, as you're going through and trying to adjust to your system, trying to figure yourself out. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear it, but usually, especially if you have a very chaotic organization, like kind of thing, you're going to thrive better if you have systems. It doesn't matter what those systems are, as long as they're systems that work for you and allow you to be your best, right? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So a Nine of Pentacles is like this. Nine of Pentacles is honestly the most Taurus energy card I can think of, honestly, in the deck. It's very lavish luxury, right? I always think of the lady of the house in the Aristocats that has her cats, and she has all that wealth, and she's just like, oh, I just have my beautiful mansion and my cats. Like, this is that card. So you need these systems so that way you can reach that level of luxury that you deserve. Okay, so let's see what your advice is, my lovely Tauruses. What is your advice? So usually I like to have at least 3 cards fall out, and your guys' reading, you've been getting way more. These cards, I have noticed, love to talk to Taurus energy. They absolutely love it. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have the Two of Cups. Now, this is all in your advice. I love these horses. So don't be nervous. This, like, I know it's kind of darker color palettes, but that is nothing to worry about. So we have a beautiful new opportunity that is coming in, and we did get this in reverse. So there's an opportunity that can open up pathways to a new career. And again, a form of abundance, but it was in reverse. So it's not only going to bring like financial abundance, but it's going to bring this abundance of like fulfillment in your life, where you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this is exactly where I belong. Like, this is great. I love this. And to just go into this with, don't go in like necessarily naively, but go in with this energy of this Fool. All right. Go in with this energy of you're hopeful. There's so much opportunity out there. It's like, this is the beginning of your hero's journey, right? Like, this is the beginning. This is the part of the film where the Hobbit comes to mind when Bilbo runs out the door and he's like, I'm going on an adventure. Like, it's that kind of energy. So as you tackle like these new experiences, instead of trying to tackle it in a way where, you're going to bring in, skepticism, negativity, or maybe you're just worried, like you're a worry person, try your best to approach it in the sense of, it's like a new adventure and I'm excited to see what comes, right? Which kind of calls back to your oracle card, where it's like, practice the art of allowing. Just allow things to happen. Now, obviously, if you need to step in, step in. Obviously, if things are in a certain position and you need to step in, don't just like allow bad stuff to happen to you, but just come at this sense of unity and peace with the universe. We have the Two of Cups, which is this beautiful card of unity and having a relationship, because cups are all about emotions. So it's like this relationship that's just complete understanding and harmony. And this could even just be like with your spouse, or somebody that you're like in a partnership with. So if you have that healthy support system there and you feel safe in that, allowing them to kind of be along on the ride with you, but also to have this relationship with the universe or with God. Just have the understanding and knowing that things are going to work out. Yeah, so having this this openness to the new beginnings, to the new opportunities, to the new. And it's so paired perfectly with the Fool, because our page will also kind of is this feeling of starting an adventure, right? So just carry that energy with you and recognize the people along the way that are there to help you. You don't have to do this alone, right? And there's going to be a beautiful harmony that comes from this. And so accept that, be open to that, and recognize the people that are going to bring you this harmony and this unity, right? Two of Cups can also resemble like this feeling of soulmates as well. And soulmates don't have to be romantic. They can also be platonic. All right, my Taurus, that is your reading. Now, to close out your reading, I like to do a couple oracle cards to finish it off. Now, this deck specifically is a beautiful deck, because instead of having meanings, it actually has poems. And I love this because it kind of allows your own intuition to kind of kick in a little bit, and just allows everybody to hear the messages that are kind of meant for them. Now, if you are more of a literal person and you're not so fond of the abstract, don't worry. I'm going to do an oracle card also that has just a straightforward meaning. So hang tight. All right. So our card for you is Fear. Here's the card there. Fear. So let's see what this says. Fear. This is fear. In the theater of the mind, fear works overtime, showing us reruns of the past, familiar projections that keep us convinced that our reason, our pain, are not enoughness. What old horror story might actually be a comedy if only we would laugh now, if only we would sing instead of shiver, if only we would roar instead of coo. Can we discern felt intuition from survival strategies? Once we sort through what is real from what is imagined, we can know which storylines are safe to release now. Ask yourself, what are you trying to survive? You have already survived. You are alive. When we stop running from the shadows, life invites us to relax and thrive. Very, very on par with our inner reflection and recognizing the people that are there to support you. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick a oracle from the spirit animal deck here. Let's see what spirit animal our Tauruses are here. Let's see. We have Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Very in line with our temperance here, number 53. So I don't know if 53 means anything to you, but 5 and 3 is 8, and 8 is a number of mastery and abundance. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspectives of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. Seahorse Spirit appears at this time to remind us of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Your message from Seahorse Spirit is, not your circus, not my monkeys. Or sorry, not my monkey, not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is, whatever your query, Spirit or Seahorse Spirit asks you to step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspectives of the position of a neutral observer, you will discover a merit of opportunities and a deep understanding of what you seek and why, and you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. That is quite in alignment with your guys' reading today, and that is basically the energy of your temperance, which you're currently sitting. So just keep that up, and just go inward, and remember, not your circus, not your monkeys, right? All right, my beautiful Tauruses, thank you for sticking around if you've made it this far. I'm so glad that you are here with me today. If you want to see more Taurus videos just like this one, then go ahead and hit that subscribe video, and you'll be notified whenever a video pops up. If you would like a personal reading, I do have a personal I do personal readings, and the website is in the description box. And just until next time, just know, Taurus, that you are loved and you are worthy. I'll see you next time. Bye.